E-League has been a great tool for us on the front end of our leagues. So within a night, our leagues are pretty chaotic when people are checking in, getting them on courts. E-League has really kind of streamlined that process for us, relieving a lot of headaches for our workers up front, by improving the process, making it quicker, and getting people playing faster.
That's awesome.
I'd say it's done a couple different things. Before E-League, we were doing everything kind of via paper copy, spreadsheets, that type of stuff. And so we had to wait for each individual player to show up before we could actually build the round. E-League has evolved as we've been using it, and now we get to the point where we can build it ahead of time. And then as people don't show up or show up, we can just take them off and then print the brackets out quite a bit easier than we did in the past. So that's definitely a positive.
Yeah, so in the beginning of Drop Shot, we really didn't have a good source of kind of getting the leagues all set. We had to do it on paper. It was a lot harder, but E-League has made it a lot easier to organize it and to be able to put people in and out. So it's definitely made organizing the leagues a lot easier and run a lot smoother.
It's made the running a league a lot easier. We're able to just put everybody's name in there. It keeps track of their stats from week to week. It makes it easier to figure out what court we should be putting people on based on stats. Some of the new upgrades with the duper has saved us a ton of time. So now when we hit submit, it simultaneously goes into the duper, where before we'd have to, the next day, enter every single match independently into duper. So that saves us a ton of time. I've had great feedback from the people being able to see their stats online. But it makes getting the league out a lot quicker and able to manage really well.
For me, I usually use it to figure out where I'm at in my standings. That's kind of common. I use that a lot, and I do go back and look at my games, try to see how I played, and try to compare week to week how things are going. So I do that a lot.
Yeah, it's worked out very well. I think there are many apps like this, but what differentiates eleagueonline is the chemistry. You get to know with whom you are playing with opponents. I think that's a very good, USP of this app.
It was really the time in getting people to their courts. We were doing it in a manual process on spreadsheets and filling out individual sheets for people with pencil or pen. E-League took that away, made it a lot faster for us.
Yeah, I would say the biggest thing is that you need leagues to start on time. We've got kind of a tight window. Our 5 o'clock leagues need to start at 5 o'clock. If they don't, it pushes our 7:30 league back, that type of thing. So being able to kind of, and as much as you try to know who's going to show up and who's not going to show up, you never really do until they walk in the door. So allowing us to make last minute decisions to be able before we print the brackets, that's definitely been helpful in getting our leagues on time. And then they just recently launched the mobile app. We just have to print all our rankings out and post them on our website for people to see. We'll now use the app and see where they're ranking and stuff.
Yeah, so kind of going back to that, we didn't really have a good source of getting the leagues ready. We were writing it on paper, and it was kind of like last minute. If somebody came out, it was a lot harder to fix it because you'd have to erase. But now you can just, by the click of a button, just hit somebody else. So,
Boy, I would say, I don't know if it's a problem, but time saving is the duper integration. Huge.
I would say I'm a competitive person, so I like ranking. So I like the app and be able to see where people move up and down after every league. And if I was playing in a league, I'd like to know where I stand compared to everyone else.
Yeah, the players really enjoy, all players really enjoy seeing how they're doing and marking their progress. And the E-League app allows them to get instant kind of look at their rankings, how they did, how many games they won. So we've got a lot of positive feedback about people being able to see that really quickly.
oh yeah, so one of my favorite parts as a player is being able to see like my scores, because I'm a very competitive person, so I like to be able to see that online and just kind of check up on how I'm doing.
I think just being able to know where to put people. It always takes a few weeks of playing to get people where they really belong, but it gets people playing on matches with people of their like skills, and I think it makes it more compatible for everybody who's playing in the league.
You come to know more about this game, right? This is actually the growing, pickleball is the most growing game in US now. So this app helps you understand with whom you play better, how you can improve, with whom you are losing, whom you are winning, and it gives you complete up to date. I think instead of Duper, you just go to that app and you get all the information very quickly.